Hello, this is Goto. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series Season 3. Today is a Verdent Glenn day, and this is going to be our starting puzzle counts here. And this time I remember the percentage. Woo! Anyways, let's go ahead and hit the road. Okay, so this is actually just later in the day from the previous session. I actually forgot when the previous session was. But yeah, it's later in the day, so we don't have any new luminous quests we can take. So that's okay, we're just gonna go questless over here into the Verdent Glen. So Verdent Glen, we are at 79%, yep. And so we're kind of getting to the point where we're gonna start finding a little bit of struggle to actually find puzzles here. Or at least, I imagine we're going to start having troubles. Here we go, here's the first puzzle we can do is the leitmotif. That's kind of interesting. Get me up here. Okay, I assume it's up here. I have assumed wrong. Where is this, then, if it's not up there? Let me get a higher perspective. Oh, here it is. That's like the corner of it. I thought that was like the top of it. Alright, cool. One leitmotif down. How many puzzles in total do we just have over here? We have one more leitmotif, 3 sightseers, a good amount of hidden puzzles, 9 logic grids, 1 echo, and 3 match 3s. Actually, all in all, it's not very much. Not very many puzzles available for us today. So, we'll see if we can't do a full clear today within the allotted episode length. Okay, let's do... I'm looking at the pink up here. Let's do this first, since that seems to be independent of that stuff. And we kind of want to... No, we definitely need to do the pink first. Now let's do this. Okay, and then we need to take down one of these first before we do the greens. Gotcha. Alright, and then we have another match 3. Let's start by sliding this over here. Then we can take care of the pink and take care of the tan and green. Nice. Did I see... Well, that's not what I thought I saw. I thought I saw a leitmotif. Here we go. There is a leitmotif here. Well, that's cool. We found both of the leitmotifs without puzzle radar. Just like in old days from the Verdant... not Verdant Glen. The Lucent Waters. You all remember them days? When I found all the puzzles with 0 puzzle radars? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Or however that meme goes. I see a grid over here. See a hidden archway up there. Let's make sure we grab that after this grid. We have a weird shape here we need to avoid. Don't connect to those for obvious reasons. Alright. Kind of, I mean, it wasn't like difficult, but it did require like careful clicking to not mess up the perfect, you know? Sometimes like the difficulty I feel is like it feels hard to get a perfect on this rather than it feels hard to solve. A lot of the time I'm like feeling that a puzzle is harder it's harder if I like spend more possible points where I can make really easy to avoid mistakes. Alright, I thought there was a sightseer here. Nope, just a flow orb. Let's get this out of the sky here. But speaking of, one thing I haven't done, and I just reminded myself when I got the flow orb, because I'm like, what does flow orb give me? It gives me points. We have not went and bought out cosmetics recently. So I can see how many I can afford and then just go buy a huge swath of them. I would really like to start running into some puzzles I can solve, though. Because we are flying around a lot and finding very much of not much. Alright, I see a puzzle radar down here. I know we just got chromatic skydrops, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump to the chase here and get our puzzle radar going. I'm not sure if I hit the puzzle or a bush there, but I'm just going to roll with it because this is the first puzzle radar we've seen. And I can't be dilly-dallying whether I marked a puzzle. Judging by the distance of this marker, I'm going to say I hit it, though. They're both in the same number. Okay, I'm going to put a waypoint over here just so we can get back to this side of the map quickly. Not very many puzzles over here, huh? So we're scanning quite a lot of land. We're just not really running into puzzles here. This is like surprisingly barren over here. Alright, let's get this cube marked. Let's see if we can't get to this hidden archway. I see it, so we're gonna have no problem getting it. Can we get that cube down there? Ish. Let's get this archway and then get the logic right down there. So it's straight down here through the trees. There it is. Alright, we got a 3 pipper, no 3 in a row. Okay, so this is gonna be light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. No 4 in a row of that. So, and we've got to connect all light cells. So there's gonna have to be light in here. And there doesn't have to be... There might need to be light in here. Yeah, there needs to be light in there. Okay. Let's see. Where do we have forced moves here where we're forced to do stuff? Oh, I didn't see this here. Okay. So that makes this. Now we can do that. We now have to come up here and up here. That's good. That needs to be light. This needs to be light. Those need to connect around there. Okay, cool. And then let's warp back to this side of the map. So this entire, like, lower section over here is pretty much sorted out for today. And then up to wherever we marked this puzzle is sorted out, so... That's already, like, quite a lot of ground we've covered. Very conceivable we can get a full clear here today and then maybe even have time to go and hit up the Serene Deluge a bit more, which is going to be tomorrow's episode, but... Or not tomorrow, but the next session's episode. Whoops, misclicked in the end. I mean, I misclicked a couple times through that, so... Whatever, I guess. Alright, and then here we have... big numbers. Okay. So we'll just connect these, I guess. New Morphic Fractals and Lucent Waters. We don't care about those. Okay, so we pretty much scanned up to here. No dominoes, okay. Let's see, we probably want to squeeze this in here, and that in there. Alright, nice. So I would say the edge of where we scanned and where we need to continue scanning from is, like, basically right here. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Puzzle Radar. Like, exactly where I wanted to find one. Alright, I want to kind of keep going up this way towards the pearl, so I'm going to put this here, grab this hidden ring. We're going to kind of cut under the Vault of the Vitric over here really quick just to see if there's any things we can mark. Let's see. I see a hidden ring arch there. I see one here, and I see one here. And then, can we get back up here? I want to continue scouting towards this direction. This hidden arch we can actually grab, because it's kind of on our path. And then hidden cube this way. 2 hidden cubes this way. Well, we're only going to see one of them, so the other one's going to be 80... The other one's going to be kind of around here somewhere. Ooh, this is a very hidden cube. I would have had trouble finding that one. So this one should be, like, down here somewhere. Here it is. Nice. Love to see it when you actually, like, find the things you were looking for. It's just, like, so much easier to concentrate on the puzzles in this zone, because they are not, like, all over the freaking place like they are in the, Serene Deluge. Alright, we had a hidden arch here. I might check how many puzzles are left after we pick up these last 2 hidden arches here. And yoink, 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 yoink. Let me take a quick look at what's left. 3 sightseers, we haven't, like, seen any of those. And 3 hidden rings, 6 hidden cubes still, 3 hidden archways still. 4 logic grids. 1 wandering echo. And 1 match 3. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of things still left, and kind of odd, because we've done basically a sweep from... wait. Not over here. Wait, yeah, it was over here. So we've swept from here to, like, here already. And then kind of through the middle, too. So everything we were looking for should be, like, on the northern end of the Verdent Glenn. Kind of northern middle-ish section of the Verdent Glenn. So let's go walk around that area. Here's a puzzle radar. Let's go ahead and grab it and see what we have nearby. Oh yeah, a lot of things suddenly nearby. Okay. So mark you. Mark you, just in case it takes us astray. This is kind of astray. I don't really want to go this way, but I'm going to keep following it. I mean, it's kind of taking us up towards where we can see this logic right over here. Oh, and a puzzle radar. Perfect. Logic grid over that way, and then I want to get that cube. There was a sightseer here. Sightseer's kind of marked. Where was that hidden ring, like in a tree? Up here. And then I see a hidden cube down there. Hidden cubes near the hidden pentad. Let's grab this archway. Alright, let's go to the hidden pentad. Should be a cube around here. I felt like that was just like a very productive use of that radar. I love to see it. Okay, let's do this grid. All dark regions are area 3. Okay. And then let's do the sightseer. Ooh, where is this? I think it's up the road here a little bit. Why did I mark this? I do not know. Oh, that was the Wandering Echo, which I ended up following. Okay. In that case, we want to go over here. I think we're looking at this building. But we need to look at it from, like, a tree somewhere. Is it this tree? Yep. That's the spot. Nice. We even had the little statue head there. go back up here, grab this grid. What was our time? We're 15 minutes and we're already almost done with Verdent Glenn. Wow. Dark regions have area 2. Okay, so let's start with this. Clicking a little too fast. Let's slow down maybe a little. Okay. And then that's all we had marked, right? And that direction anyways. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go over here. We're going to grab this last grid, and then we will pick up probably the last puzzle radar we're going to need. This is going to be a scrunching puzzle, so just scrunch everything in. Alright, and here's hopefully our last puzzle radar we need to find. So, is there anything else in this general northern section? I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything over here. So, let's actually go to the Pearl and go north from the Pearl. Yeah, a lot of stuff up here. Okay, so let's get that hidden ring. Or let's mark that hidden ring, rather. Let's get this cube. I don't want to necessarily leave a bunch of things undone here. Wait, puzzle radar on the ceiling? Okay, well, I guess I'm not so worried about leaving things behind, so I'm just going to take it easy. Resume normal strategy. Don't go too crazy. Alright, get the one in the crack there, and we are good to go. And my dog just made a weird noise, and I was like, you okay? Okay. Let's go over here, that was a disaster, let's not do that. Let's do that instead. And then for this, we need to do a match 4, huh? So we need to move that over, and then we need to move another one of these over somehow. What if we do this move first? Nope. How about if we don't do a match 3? No, that makes that worse, I feel like. Because what do we do from here? Like this? I don't know. No. I feel like this is an isolated move, though, so we don't need to worry about doing that. That's definitely the correct first move. And this feels like an isolated move as well. So really, what's next from here? We can do the match 4 first, then do this and this. That leaves us with an extra thing, but what if we do that move first? There we go. Alright, that should be all the match 3 puzzles we need to worry about today. Let's mark our puzzle radar so we don't forget where it was. Sightseer, it is like right here. Okay. 80% bonus for solving in 3 seconds. Thanks, I guess. Let's go up here and get this hidden ring, which was up in the tree. Clear that waypoint. And then there was another sightseer here. Which way are we looking at? Looks like we're looking from like over here, maybe? Maybe on top of one of these pillars. No, it's much flatter, so we must be down on the ground. Around here somewhere. Back up a little bit. Up this hill, maybe? Yeah, there. This is it. Give it to me. Thank you. Okay. And then we have our last puzzle radar. What are we still looking for? We have 1 more hidden ring, 2 more hidden cubes, and 2 more hidden archways. And 1 logic grid. Okay. So 5 hidden puzzles and 1 logic grid. And that should be all the puzzles today. So we're already seeing 2 hidden puzzles. Let's actually make this marked here, and then go the other way for these two. And then there's our grid. Okay. Excellent. Since I marked everything, I'm just going to go ahead and do this logic grid, and then go back for those other two puzzles with hidden ring and archway. What are we doing here? This is probably another packing puzzle, but actually the 6 kind of makes it really easy, because with the 6 you don't really have a lot of options. Okay. And then finally, let's go back over here. We have that hidden ring and hidden archway, which we can both see. I didn't even mark anywhere close to that hidden ring, but I can still see them, so we're okay. And... oop, I missed the ring. Okay, we'll get in a second. Let me jump from higher ground. Boom! 100%. Another clean sweep. All done here. All done here. All done with those. All done with these. Done with these, and done with those. Okay, very nice. So that leaves us with at least 9 more minutes I want to spend somewhere, and I'm going to go ahead and do the Serene Deluge, because we are behind on Serene Deluge, so as we catch up, it's going to become easier to manage. And as mentioned earlier, at the beginning of the episode, this is kind of a later in the day episode from the previous one. So there's actually going to be a good amount of puzzles that are already complete for today. But we do know when we were kind of over here, there were a lot of puzzles still in this general area over here that we kind of glossed over because we were out of time. So let's explore in this area, see if we can't find some more puzzles. Also, logic grids, etc. will have shifted. Logic grids, wall tiles, floor tiles will have shifted around. Not floor tiles, though. Floor tiles are special like that. But that wall tile probably wasn't there before. It's probably just somewhere else. And yeah, let's just kind of check out the area, see if we can find a puzzle radar or other various puzzles that we can solve. Clear up the puzzle density over here in a little bit. I feel like beyond here we never have any puzzles, so this is kind of like the edge of the zone, and this turns into Lucian Waters past that bridge, so we don't really need to worry about going that direction. Here we go. We have a rolling block puzzle. Here's our terminus over here. And this ended up being a pretty easy one. Slash easy, or I went the right way the first try, however you want to interpret it. Alright, here's a puzzle radar. Now we're cooking. Let's go. Okay. A lot of things I'm already getting distracted and overwhelmed by. So, puzzle here, here, down there, 4, 5. Where is going to be puzzles kind of harder to find? Let's do this hidden cube over here. I see hidden cube on top, hidden cube right here on this ledge, a logic grid over there. Oh, no, 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 no! I wanted the hidden cube on top of the building. Okay. Get this guy, let's get this hidden cube over here. Oh, and another puzzle radar over there. This is excellent, actually. Okay. So let's backtrack our steps. This doesn't look like it should be too tough. I have been fooled before, though. No, it was easy. Okay. Let's get this logic grid that was over here. Yep, there it is. Oh, hey, another puzzle radar. That's good. We have 5 marked things, though, so let's just kind of remember where it is. Okay, so this is... A puzzle where things are happening. That is one way to describe what I'm looking at. Okay, so something here needs to start giving. I'm gonna guess it's the 7 here. The 7 is pretty constrained. Yep. Alright, and then the 3 is now constrained against this 4, and now this 3 and that 5. Okay, cool. Do we want to grab the puzzle radar yet? No. I just want to kind of make a mental note that it's over here. We have the other one over there as well. We just can't mark any more puzzles right now, so I am leaving it. Isn't there a launch pad here? Yeah, let's take this up. And do this wall tile here. Okay, we're gonna need to shift things around this piece. How do we... let's do this. There we go. That solves that one. Oh, another puzzle radar? Okay, there's just so many of these now. Okay, well, I'm gonna mark this one. I feel like it's the hardest one to remember out of all of these that are up here. Alright, we got a 1x1 here. This is gonna be nice and easy. And then there was one down here inside of... Oh, I thought it was inside of the building. I guess it's just on top of the building. That's kind of funny, actually. Let's move this out of here. Alright, that was kind of weird. Weird way to go about getting those pieces past each other. Was there something inside here too, or was I seeing things? No, I think I just saw things from up there. Okay. Great. What are we looking at here? Looks like we are looking from on top of this little landing over here. We're looking towards this building and that landing. Alright. I am glad I correctly interpreted that. And then we have another sightseer here. Please don't bully me, sightseer. Okay, we have an island with a green block on the bottom of it. There's an island with a red block. Yeah, it's so hard to find some of these. What else is in here? Let's look at some of the other features we can see. Let me land so I don't waste this super jump. Everything else up in the upper part of this picture just feels very nondescript and generic. Maybe it's just on the backside of this island here. I don't know. There's a shifting mosaic here that I can go ahead and knock out. It is a 1x1, so it should be pretty easy. I've yet to really, like, struggle with any 1x1 puzzles, so... Watch this puzzle, like, completely obliterate me, because I'm saying that now. Don't you dare, puzzle. Let's stick this guy up here in the corner and then move this. Alright, and then we just need to make room for this to... Uh-oh. Maybe I have spoken too soon. Or maybe we're fine, actually. Okay. This is a green matchbox, right? Yeah, it is a green matchbox. So it's not this one. I see mosaic, I do mosaic. I don't really need the mastery points on the sites here anyways at this point, so... This is kind of an awkward shape. This one is more likely, but still probably not going to be too tricky. Yeah, this is just like a permutation. Just kind kind of sliding them around each other. Okay. I don't think we're gonna find this island in this general direction, so I am thinking to go up or across. Where does this send you again? Looking kind of like upwards, yeah. Oh yeah, if anyone was wondering, in the last episode I said I was going to do this Sentinel Stone. Well, I did it. It's done, see? Assuming that's the same one. I don't think that's the same one, actually, but I did do the one that was there. Okay, so we're still looking for this green matchbox on the bottom of an island. Is it this island over here? There's no island over there. What am I talking about? Okay, what else? Where else might I look to find such an island? Is it this one right here? Looks like it could be the back of this one. Let's go check out the back of this island. This looks like it could be the, that leitmotif that's up here. So is the... Aha, here's the one we're looking for. Okay. Let's go down. I think we're just going to be on the floor here. We need to back up. The island is too small. Or too big. Alright, we are backed up enough. Now we need to tilt our angle, and we got it. Okay. Jeez. There are so many puzzle radars here, we could conceivably get a double clear, but I am kind of getting to the point of where I want to look for a stopping point, so I'm probably just going to continue with these puzzle radars just because they're being very generous right now to actually be in a place I can find. Hitting cube over here, hitting cube way down there. Hitting cubes galore everywhere you look. Oh, this one is very sneaky. Definitely would like to mark this sightseer for completion. There was another sightseer up here I'd like to mark. I don't know how many things I have marked. Okay, I don't think I can mark anything else, so let's just move quickly and try to get all these hitting cubes. There's very many on this little bridge structure. Alright, and kind of ran out of time on it. That's okay. I did see the Sentinel Stone. Let's go ahead and do those. Weird skinny Sentinel Stones. Got a few things marked that we want to do. This was a... what was up here? Oh, a sightseer, of course. Okay, this looks pretty easy. We want to just go down to the bridge, and I think we're going to be on the island... Wait a second. Let's think of the island in front of the bridge. I think it's this little landing behind the bridge, behind all of these pink plants. There we go. Was there anything else up here? Nope. I might start to skip any time-consuming puzzles just in the interest of picking up all the hidden things we can. But let's go ahead and at least finish what I marked here. Oh gosh, what am I looking at? Is it just this wall? Whoop, don't fall. Oh, it's like way bigger. Let's get closer to the wall. Whoop. Whoa, 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 whoa. The sightseer's like making me try to walk off the edge on accident. this a leitmotif or just weird looking crack in the rock? I think it's just a weird crack. Okay. I can relate. Anyways. Up here we had one of these. One of these, yes. Totally, you can totally know what that is. This looks like it shouldn't be too difficult. Alright. Let's do a dive down to the floor here. I think I marked a puzzle radar over here. Oh god, there's another one. What did I mark down here? No, this was a hidden cube I marked. And then over here I marked what's it called? Another mosaic. This should be pretty easy. Not that way, this way. Gosh, I guess let's just, like, keep going for the puzzle radars. They keep, like, appearing, so... We know we had a lot of hidden cubes kind of in this general area still, so let's grab this one. See, I can definitely go down here and grab this. There's a launch pad up over here, right? Oh, it's kind of a weak sauce launch pad, though. It's not going to get us up there. Let's do a super jump and bonk on a rock. Not really what I wanted to do. Let's go over here instead and get this hidden cube, because I have given up on getting up there. Okay, I've resolved on getting up there again. Let's go up. Alright, much better jump that time. Looks like we're going up to the little buildings that are kind of up here near this enclave entrance. And our thing is about to expire, so let's just go ahead and stop to solve this one. And our thing is still active, actually. It was still active before we closed that window, but nothing up here. So we've done a pretty good job sweeping this corner of the map. How many puzzles are actually available left here? There's 2 sightseers, 1 sentinel stone, 3 hidden cubes, 2 music grids, still 7 shifting mosaics. Oh my goodness, so many of those. 1 rolling block, and yeah. But I think I want to go ahead and get ready to wrap up. I know there were 2 more puzzle radars. Let me just go use the puzzle radars over there. As I said before, I feel bad to find them and then not put them to productive use. Look how big that block is. Jeez. Just kind of looking around while I'm gliding over there. Okay, so we knew there was one down here that I didn't mark. Yeah, there it is. Hello, Mr. Puzzle Radar. Hope I did not keep you waiting. Let's go to the Pearl. Alright. Mark you. Mark you up there. And hope I remember what's up there. Grab this. I'm gonna mark this guy here. Mark the guy in that hallway, and then mark that. That's kind of the last thing we can mark, so let's go over here. Oh boy, okay. Let's go ahead and do this puzzle here. So we need to move this down. Okay. I saw a sightseer over in this direction. I don't know if that was part of... if this is Serene Deluge, or... Shady Wildwood, but I guess let's do it and find out. Doesn't seem too difficult. Looks like it should be right over here. We're looking at a weird, like, little pointy thing. Wait a second. This is not down here. This is up. Oh. That seemed like a major concussion. If this game had reverse fall damage, which it does not. So it seemed like we're looking for something over here, like this little pointy thing. Oh, is it down there, actually? Dude, what is going on here? It's like the game does not want me to quit. Maybe we just go until we, find all the puzzles because the game refuses to let me stop. I mean, I know it's not the game, it's like me, right? Let's do all of our marked puzzles and come back here. Oops, I just unmarked something. That's okay. Brother, what is going on here? So many puzzle radars suddenly. When they are unwanted and then you cannot find enough. Or you cannot find. Okay, do I want to take this now? Really shouldn't. I should clean up what is still available. Put a marker down there for it. Gosh, okay. Giant T pentomino. Okay. Feel like we don't really have too many options of tiles to move here. I guess we're gonna do this. Now what? Now what? Version 2. Okay, now what? Version 3. Okay, we definitely can't have this. This is like a big gridlock over here. So we need to move this out so that this can, like, come out of here. This can't be up here. But if we're going this way, then we can't really make any progress. So what do we do exactly here? So this is like a big gridlock situation. We really cannot do anything in this direction. It's kind of like we've just reached a total impasse. What if I move that up there temporarily? Let's move this down here. Any chance that I can, like, move this down? I feel like we're just going backwards. Okay, go back, go back. Here we go. This doesn't really look like what we want. We need to move this back more still. Okay, so can we just, like, move this stuff completely out of the way? If I move this over here, then move that up, then we can go down. Okay, but it's a gridlock, so that does not help anything. What about something like this? So this is the same gridlock from before. Okay. Let's just restart really quick. I feel like I have gone the wrong way or something. But we can't really go the other way, so yeah, that's not actually... Restarting was actually not very beneficial here, because we're already kind of back to how we had it before. What if we get, like, the square, like, kind of... How can we get the square out of the way? What if we get the square in here? Here, let me get this in here. Get the square in there. This is just a complete deadlock. Never mind, that's not helpful. I think we need to do this move, is that right? And yeah, we've been to this gridlock before, but let's try to keep going, like, further in this direction. So this is another type of gridlock we are already aware of. Can we do anything else here, though? Yeah, this is just, like, not helpful to have these pieces in here like this. This is an evil slider puzzle, man. Very evil. I guess what do we need to do? Maybe it would help if I focus on what I'm trying to do here. We need to get this piece out of here. So how do we accomplish that? Let's try to... I mean, no matter what I do over here, it's just kind of in the way. Okay, so I've gotten it out of the way, but now we can't move anything else back. Because it's still in the way, it's just in the way somewhere else. Bruh. This is probably where I'm gonna cut it for today, to be honest. I'm getting way too mentally drained from this puzzle, so... we might also just have to come back to this one another day. Okay, hold on. Never mind, that didn't really do anything. Yeah, this is surprisingly a tricky one. I feel like I'm just making the same move over and over and over and over, and nothing is getting any more solved, so... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Has he done it? Can we not do anything else here? I feel like this is so close. We just need to move this up one more. No, come on. Can we, like, flip the orientation of these so that these are in here the other way around? So that the down hook is up above? Like, yeah, if this wasn't in the way. Let's see. Okay, now can we do that same set of moves? Yes, dude. Yeah, let's go. That was brutal. But now I feel slightly more invigorated to continue. The dopamine. Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that? That's how you solve those. Show those puzzles who's boss. Yeah, watch this. You ready? Uh-oh. I have overestimated this one. Nope. Let's go back down this way. Maybe that one overestimated me, actually. I don't know. Whew, okay. I'm just gonna kind of quickly burst through these last radars. I don't want to do any super intensive puzzles at this point, so let's just burn them. I'm gonna go look at this puzzle over here, and if it looks like it's annoying, we're not gonna do it. If it looks easy, we'll do it. Doesn't look easy. Let's give it a quick shot real quick. Maybe it's not bad. Nope, it's basically as bad as it looks. Kind of wish these puzzles had insights, to be honest, sometimes. Because now what? Like, yeah, nothing. That's what. Almost there. What else can we do here? If we had this piece, like, over here somehow? Well, if we had it over here, then we'd be done with the puzzle, obviously, but that's not how it is. There we go. Okay, jeez. And we basically burnt our puzzle radar, right? Yeah, there's no puzzle radar left. That's okay, because we have 2 more down here just chilling, ready to be going. Are we going to use them to their full extent? No, probably not, but we will use them. Let's see, we haven't really gone up here much yet. Oh, great. Do I want to do another mosaic? This has been like mosaic o'clock over here. Oh my god. Game, why do you do this to me? And there's another one up there too. Okay, well, this one looks pretty easy at least, so... Every time I say it's easy, it like ends up kicking my ass, but that one actually was easy, so... Justified. See both of the music grids we need. I will definitely do those. So let's do that, that. Oh my god, why are there literally puzzle radars almost everywhere? What is going on? Whatever. We're doing all of it now. I don't care anymore. We're just gonna do all of it. We're out of super jumps. I'm pretty sure we need to be like on top of that rock over there for this. Okay, there we go. We got to charge back just in the nick of time. Get up here. Is this not where we need it? No, it is. Okay. Let's go down here, get this music grid. Alright, that seems correct for the symbol. Yo. Okay, so let's just use these and hope that the other music grid is easier. My brain is like melted. Okay, let's go over here. Yep, I see you, Puzzle Radar. We're gonna take our time. Don't worry, we'll be back. This one looks easy. Music grid. How hard are you? We have 3 foresights. finally freedom from the hell of those mosaics. I'm gonna like flip a table if another mosaic pops into view right now. Let's warp to our warp beacon and try to warp backwards from up here. You know, it's totally possible we did all the puzzles too. Like maybe that music grid was the last one. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, I lied times 2. I will take a look after this Sentinel Stone and that hidden cube up there. Alright, hidden cube is gonna be up here. Looks like I actually marked pretty close to it. Good job, me. Alright, puzzle radar just expired. Let's see, done, 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 done. These are all done. These are all done. Those are all done. Done and done. Wow, okay. Woo! Jeez, we have done our first full clear of Serene Deluge. There are no puzzles available in Serene Deluge right now. That's crazy. Oh, gosh. So here's our Verdent Glenn numbers. Since we did a double feature today, it's not really going to be like reflective of all the work we did in the Serene Deluge, but the numbers in Serene Deluge will kind of pop up and affect in the total. Let's go ahead and I'm running save stats right now, and I will be back with the updated numbers in a moment. When you see the numbers reappear, they will be updated. And our totals are, for Verdent Glenn, we did 43 puzzles, which is plus 1%. We're now at 80% in Verdent Glenn. In Serene Deluge, I didn't have the before puzzle count, but we did 60 puzzles, and that gave us about 2%. We're now at... Oh, whoops, I didn't update the total here. The total puzzles is now... 998. 13,998. Almost 14,000 puzzles. So, next time, we are... kind of depends on how much time between episodes, but I'm thinking to just jump to Shady Wildwood since I did a double feature today. So that is where I will see you next time. So if you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.